Okay, let's get right into it. We are talking about a massive DFB-Pokal showdown. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than this. A quarterfinal clash between the Giants, Bayern Munich, and RB Leipzig. You know, that quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly sums up the feeling after that final whistle. This was a real statement performance from Bayern, and we are going to unpack exactly how they managed to pull this one off. All right, first things first, let's set the stage here, because this wasn't just any old match, this was a super high-stakes DFB Pokal quarterfinal. I mean, right from the very first whistle, the tempo was just electric. You had two of Germany's biggest clubs going head-to-head, and boy, did they go for it. Both teams came out pressing like crazy, super high up the pitch. There was no, feeling each other out period. Nope. It was just pure end-to-end action from the get-go. But, as that first half started to unfold, you could feel a shift. One team really started to, impose its will on the game. So let's take a look at how Bayern really took control. So this really tells the story of that first half, tactically speaking. After that absolutely frantic start, you saw Bayern just settle things down. They started bossing the midfield, keeping the ball, and you could just see them slowly but surely pinning Leipzig deeper and deeper into their own half. The pressure was just immense. And you just knew something had to give, right? Eventually, all that relentless pressure, it paid off. After wave of dangerous attacks, Bayern finally found the breakthrough. And listen, this was no lucky bounce or deflection. Oh no, this was a beautifully crafted, perfectly executed team goal. They just sliced right through that Leipzig defense. And there it is, 1-0. Just like that, the deadlock is broken. A massive, crucial lead for Bayern, and they've got all the momentum in the world heading into halftime. Okay, so coming out for the second half, the big question on everyone's mind was pretty simple, right? Can Leipzig actually fight their way back into this thing, or is Bayern going to slam the door shut and seal the deal? This was it, the decisive period. And this sequence here really shows you that critical phase of the match. Now, you've got to give Leipzig credit. They came out fighting. They pushed forward. They were creating some really good chances to get that equalizer. But, and this is the key part, Bayern's defense was just a rock, an absolute wall. They soaked up all that pressure, never panicked, and just waited for their moment to turn the tables. And here is exactly how they did it. Right after soaking up all that pressure from Leipzig, they just exploded on a lightning-fast counterattack. It was absolutely clinical, totally ruthless, and yeah, that pretty much put the game to bed. 2-0. And with that goal, the result was, it was beyond any doubt. A really dominant performance capped off, and the victory belonged to Bayern. All right, so let's wrap this one up. What was the final outcome, and what does this all mean for the rest of the competition? So, yeah, the final whistle blows, and it's a totally deserved 2-0 win for Bayern. Look, Leipzig definitely fought hard right up until the end, but it was Bayern's control in that first half, plus that killer counterattack in the second, that really made all the difference. And with this win, they are marching right on to the semifinals of the DFB Pokal. But what about you? What did you make of that performance? Do you think that rock-solid defense was the real key for Bayern here? And looking ahead now, do they have what it takes to go all the way and actually lift the Pokal? I want to know what you think. Drop your opinions down in the comments.